Hi, I'm Bill Harmon. My company is Short Attention Span Theater, and I'm the owner, operator, and chief cook and bottle washer at the Harmonic Lounge. Now, the Harmonic Lounge is a 24/7, 365 Central Ohio contemporary web stream. We play contemporary instrumentals or smooth jazz. It's one of those things that has left terrestrial radio. I think its home is on the internet, and the real home is the Harmonic Lounge. Let me explain to you how I got into this. I got the bug for radio in high school. In my mid to late 20s, I actually started to work in radio and thought I'd do it till I found a real job, and never found a real job. I was born and raised in Columbus, came back in 1995 to start WJZA and WJZK, Smooth Jazz 103.5 and 104.3, and at one time I was also the program director for the old jazz station here in Columbus, WBBY. Stuck around for 12 years at WJZA and WJZK, and in 2009 I got the idea and started a specialty show, a syndicated specialty show called the Harmonic Lounge. I was in multiple markets around the United States, and what the Lounge was at that time was a 3-hour show that was very relaxing, very eclectic, designed for adult contemporary terrestrial radio stations that would fit on a Sunday morning or Sunday evening, and people could get up, read the newspaper, get ready for brunch, head out to church, or in the evening have a glass of wine, read a good book, and enjoy the soundtrack that we supplied at the Harmonic Lounge. Now, I watched a lot of changes in terrestrial radio come about, and I realized that the show wasn't going to go any farther than it did. It was successful, we made money on it, but also at the same time, it was a dead end. Watching where music is going now, which is to the internet, and watching how contemporary instrumental music has left terrestrial radio, I thought that the Harmonic Lounge could be rebranded into a 24/7 web stream. But it needed to be done differently. We had to be more up-tempo, we had to lower our demographic, we had to do things that we didn't do before. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got, and I didn't want that. Here's an opportunity to do something that nobody else has done. I looked around, I listened to a lot of what other people were doing, realized that I could build a profitable business playing some really great music, and so the Harmonic Lounge was started on Father's Day as this 24/7 web stream, and it's something I want everybody to try out because I think most of the people just don't even know we exist. I think more people will like us than they realize if you just give us a try. The Harmonic Lounge came about through a lot of research. I talked to a lot of people, they liked the music, but they couldn't find it on terrestrial radio. Let's talk just a second about where radio is going. If you're old enough, you will remember the transition between AM and FM. That was where AM played all the music, FM came along, you couldn't give one away. They started playing all the adventurous music, and AM started to go toward more spoken word. We got sports and news and talk and information. The same thing is happening right now between FM and the internet. The internet is where all the activity is. You'll find all the creativity on the internet, and FM is starting to move more toward spoken word with news, talk, and sports and whatever. So the internet is the place where music needs to go, and the internet is the place where it is going, and it's coming around faster than I think a lot of people understand. The Harmonic Lounge is ready for the internet. We put a lot of money into the lounge to get the right sound. We have a better sound than an FM radio station. We bought the equipment and did the engineering to make that sound better than you can imagine. We're there on your laptop or your personal computer, wherever you might be. We're also mobile. We understand the importance of how we need to be mobile. We have apps for smartphones. We have an app for an Android. We have an app for an iPhone. We have an app for a BlackBerry. So you can take us with you no matter where you go. We realize how important that is. Good sound, a mix that you can't find anyplace else. I call the mix commercially eclectic. We wanted to do something that was different enough to stand out but comfortable enough to fit in. So this commercially eclectic blend of instrumentals and vocals, it respects your intelligence. It fits your lifestyle. It's upbeat, it's passionate, it moves forward. It's not how smooth jazz used to be. We used to call it snooze jazz. It got to be very sleepy and just would lull you into a daze. This is not like that at the Harmonic Lounge. We're the next generation of smooth. We're the evolution of smooth. We're a touch of old school with a lot of new cool. So we're there for an audience that's probably 25 plus, and we're looking for people that probably upscale, educated, they have money, they know what they're doing, they're making it through the economy, and we're the kind of radio station that they want because we're eclectically different. We stand out and we're different than anybody else. Part of the old smooth jazz or contemporary instrumental audience part of the problem was they got too old. The stations didn't transition themselves to a younger audience. We all know with any business, you're going to lose 20% of your clientele every year. You need to lower your demo on a constant basis. We just kept getting older and older and older, and what we turned into was what I would call a hip, beautiful music radio station. Not acceptable anymore. We're not looking at that kind of thing. We've got to be bright. We've got to be up-tempo. People relax in entirely different ways. And I grew up in rock and roll. This is a conduit out of the rock and roll field in many, many ways, let alone jazz. So a lot of people we're playing today have those rock and roll roots, can play great pop music. We're playing rock songs or pop songs without words. So this is something that we want to find an audience, and we think the audience is out there. We also have to do this to lower our demographic, to make this work entirely for a wider range of people. I know this is a niche, but it's a wide niche. It's a niche that, as we build this radio station, I call it commercially eclectic. It's got to be different enough to stand out, but comfortable enough to fit in. We've got to be able to do things that will not freak you out, but also at the same time will push your buttons a little bit, will turn you on to some new people, some new players, and some new ideas that you maybe have never thought about. In fact, the lounge comes around that whole kind of thing. Most of the people who listen to the lounge, once they hear it, love it. My big problem is just getting people to try me for the first time and getting the word out, because it's one of these things that I think you'll understand that you'll need it once you actually hear it. So it's one of those things that as I push down the line, how can I network this thing? We have a Facebook fan page. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm all these places. I'm trying to network with as many people as I can. I want to do as much as I can within the community, not only through public affairs and public service organizations, but also it's time to bring maybe another concert series back. It's time to bring these artists back into town where people can enjoy that live music scene, which is a component of what we play here. So you can see it live, you can hear it here. I also want to give these people, instead of just a small amount of music, we have a fairly large list and it's growing daily. I want to make sure that you hear a wide range, a full palette of musical colors that will entertain and enhance your life better than anything else can. I want to talk for a second here about the Harmonic Lounge and what I call our value proposition on how we advertise. A lot of people, especially terrestrial radio now, or you see it on TV, where they have these really long commercial breaks with a ton of commercials in them, and you just, it doesn't hold your attention. If you're one of these people who bought into that, you don't want to be into that dog and pony show. So we've come up with a different idea. What we do is sell hours. When we sell an hour, what you get is a 10 or 15 second liner and 2 30-second commercials. You're the only advertiser in that entire hour. We sell 18 or 24 of these a day. We can make a very comfortable living. It's a very reasonable price, and in fact, the more you buy, a bigger price break you get on this kind of thing. We also put that in with banner ads on our website, in our sponsor store. It's a very efficient way that you're not surrounded by anybody else. You have this hour of undivided attention along with some great music. Your commercial message stands out, it does more, and more people can hear it. So it's a very effective way, and I think it's a different way of advertising in Central Ohio. Let me tell you the address. It's www.harmoniclounge.com. That's www.harmoniclounge.com. Now, it's not a restaurant, it's not a bar, it's just a place where you can find the best contemporary instrumental and vocal music in Central Ohio, or really any place else. Now, let me tell you how you can connect, and I want to form a community. I want you to give me your feedback. I want you to listen. I want you to tell me what you like and what you don't like. We have a Facebook fan page. I have my own Facebook page. I'm on LinkedIn. And if you go to www.harmoniclounge.com, you'll find all my information there. My phone number, my email, my snail mail address. Let me know what you think. Let's get together and make this the best internet radio station, not only in Central Ohio, but in the world. And I can't do it without you. I need your feedback. I need your help. I want to find out what you want to do, but you got to go to the website. It's www.harmoniclounge.com. Check it out, please. It's www.harmoniclounge.com.